From the very first question, this testimony starts unraveling fast. The defendant admits he was drunk, admits he was swinging, and then casually admits to stabbing. But here's the problem: self-defense has limits. And this jury just heard about 2 separate violent incidents in one night. No serious injuries on him, but devastating injuries on others. So now the question isn't what happened. It's whether this was survival or just another pattern of violence.
All right, let's talk about what the first incident here. There was an allegation of you assaulting Mr. Nick. I'm trying to remember exactly how to say his name. Kalida, I guess. Kalida. Kalida. Okay. The first gentleman that testified.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember that altercation with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You obviously remembered it a little differently, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Walk us through this. How did you make contact with Mr. Kalida? What led to that?
Well, I was standing by the door on the end, waiting on somebody to come out.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me talking about standing down here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. On the end down there?
Yes, sir.
By one of these doors here? Or that glass door?
The one all the way to the end with the stuff on the outside.
That door right there.
Yes.
Okay. You were standing there waiting for someone to come out. Was it a friend of yours?
Not really a friend, just somebody that I was talking to.
Okay.
He had just got put out.
Okay. And Mr. Kalida, did he make contact with you?
Like afterwards, when I was standing right there, he came up to me and told me, "Hey, you gotta get off the premises." I said, "I'm waiting on somebody right now." They started going out. I'm like, "I'm security and maintenance here. Either you get off the premises, I'm gonna call the police." I'm like, "Oh," I said, "I don't want no problem. Just waiting on my partner to come out." And I said, "I'm gonna go." So he told me to leave. I was like, "Okay, go." He pushed me in the back. Next thing I know, when I turned around and started swinging, I'm already drunk. I admit I was drinking. So I turned around and started swinging back home.
So you started walking away from this door,
Yes.
and Mr. Kalida pushed you in the back. Okay, you turned around and a fight started.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever grab a chair?
And I need to chill, man.
Okay.
Okay. No, sir.
All right. So you never this chair that we have, or they have in evidence here, this exhibit. Did you ever grab or touch this chair?
I don't even remember this shit.
So y'all got into a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir.
Rolling around on the ground.
Not really. I just punched him a couple of times and really, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 pieces to me. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get up. He started trying to tackle me, and I hit him like 2-3 more times. That was just rough. I took it out one back towards the back.
Okay. Let me show you State's Exhibit number 5. Picture you saw. How did he get these injuries on his leg? Do you know?
So falling down.
Falling down on the ground, out in the parking lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As far as his hip, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. You don't know about his hip. Okay.
I don't believe his hip was broken. I'm being honest.
Okay. And the injuries to the face. Did you hit him in the face?
Oh, I admit that.
Okay. That's what I'm getting at. This came from you hitting him, correct?
Yo.
Okay. But these, you have no idea how you got this. Must have been from the ground.
Yeah. You know, the ground do get back whenever somebody knock you down.
So after you and Mr. Kalida had an altercation, where'd you go next?
I went to bed over there to go talk to my partner Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was cool.
Okay. All right. And again, did you go that
Now you see where the police car is?
Yeah.
I went straight there when I turned. And when I turned, I went right there, like in the back towards the game room.
Okay. You went down the Gulfway and then turned right up by the game room and then behind the game room.
Well, not really by Gulfway. It's just like down the sidewalk and then.
What I'm getting at, along the road there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you went back there to where there's a bunch of people hanging out, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said you'd been drinking already. Did you go back and do some more drinking?
Like 2 squeezes of vodka with that, and then after that,
Okay, hold on. Who were you drinking with?
Anthony and the other 3 that was here, it was saying he offered me a bottle one night. You know, so I took a little squeeze one night.
Okay. And we heard something you and Anthony got into a fight. Did y'all get into a fight?
No, we did not get in a fight. We sitting up there talking, and Anthony talks loud. I talk loud. When I'm drinking, we talk loud. We sit up there, you know what I'm saying? We were smoking crack cocaine. So dude got mad and ticked out because he wanted me to buy crack cocaine. I didn't have no money. Like I told him, hey, I'm about to go get some money. I'm about to come through. So he started tripping. So
Who's he? You talking about Mr. Jacob?
Mr. Jacob.
The guy that was in the jail jumpsuit earlier that was testifying? Okay, all right, keep going.
So me and Anthony started talking some more. And Anthony said, man, don't worry about him. I was like, man, I say, cool. Dude say, man, I heard what you said. He say, man, they said something. Next thing I know, he hit me in my jaw. I was like, I'm already eating. I was like, man, why this man hit me? Next thing I know, we started scuffling. That's why
you and Mr. Jacob started scuffling?
Yes.
Okay.
We started scuffling. And we scuffled on inside like the boot where the bushes and stuff is. That's what we were scuffling at in the rocks and stuff. So Anthony, it wasn't him that pulled me off of Anthony. It was Anthony that pulled me off of him.
Okay.
And then I got up and got walked around. He picked up a big old stick, like a piece of wood, and slowly tried to hit me. Anthony said, man, hold up, wait, you tripping. So he took the piece of wood, you know what I'm saying, and threw it. He went back in there to go get it. Shoot, we started scuffling again. Then we started scuffling on the outside. We started scuffling on the inside, whatnot. Shoot, Anthony pulled me off on him again. I tried to walk away. And came back there again. We started scuffling again. I'm boxing him, walked him up in the doggone thing, beat him up. So he picked up a stick again. So next thing I know, I football tackled him. So I pulled out my pocket knife. Well, my pocket knife fell out of my pocket, really. And I picked it up and I stabbed him in the leg, just a little bit. Like, man, leave me alone, you tripping. And then I stabbed him in the neck a little bit. And that's a wrap. The knife fell. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pick up the knife until after the fight was over. After the fight was over, I walked out. By then, the police had to pull up.
That's what we saw in the video. You're walking out from the trees and stuff, and the officer told you to get on the ground, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you did?
Yes, sir.
And you had your knife holding up in the hand, right? You weren't trying to hide it, were you?
Nah, I was ready to the officer. No, hey, man, I got to deal what I did and self-defense.
Okay.
I don't need no fight, but I come at you, I got to leave my knife.
Okay. And you even told the officer he was hitting, you said a pole, but it was
like a big old stiff pole. Maybe I worked it wrong, and I told her I apologize. I really don't know what it was, but it really was big. And he swung that bad boy trying to hit me.
And even earlier, or from the video, from the body cam video, you even saw the pole or the log or stick, whatever you want to call it, in the video, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It was like right there on the ground. Like you look at it, like when the police, it was like a glimpse of it. It's right there on the ground,
okay.
In the bushes. I didn't realize that was the speaking title on the it. It's right there on the ground. All right, if you see
that's from the officer Gonzalez's body cam, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did you stand that, sir? Oh. Yeah. Where did you get nothing from prisoners?
Over there by the bush.
Hold on. Yeah.
If you go back, look by the bushes, you'll see that very important.
Okay.
Don't get that, huh? Tell us when we get that.
Yeah, the way.
Watch. Right. Out there with other words.
Don't even do not move. Okay, do not move. Where did you stand that, sir? Oh, my neck.
Okay, Mr. Jones, tell me when you see the stick, right?
Yes, sir.
What? All you do not to study any gunplay.
Yeah.
Subject is accepting 323.
Stop right now. Like right when you go walk right there, you walk right to him, right there. Right there.
Angry.
One second, I'm trying to hit the right one. Let's back up.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, let me try it again.
It is 323.
Look.
Like a stick, like a long stick.
And you see it there on the picture that we're talking
You
about?
see a brown thing right there?
Hey, hold on a second. There's a pointer down their body. Mr. Jones, right here. Can you point on the video where you're talking about?
It's like right up that's it right there. Oh, it's like right up in here. All right, that's it. Oh, that's right. That's it right there. Because it was like a stick that come off the tree.
Okay.
I think it was a stick that come off the tree, off in the pole, and something stick real big.
Okay. All right.
But it was like
That's all it is.
like it was like really that big.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Jones. Let me get back and let's get the lights back on, okay? All right, so you said it was a pole. It was some kind of long something and big, correct?
That big, and I remember being that long.
Okay, and he was swinging this at you.
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever he swung it, Anthony hurried me up and stopped him. Hey man, you tripping. I was like, okay, cool. Then whenever we went in there, they picked it up again. I'm already drunk. Shoot, I'm drunk out of my body to be real with you. I was just holding the liquor with him. So I couldn't really see what the hell he was doing, what he was doing, to be real with you. I thought he was going to myself, but he had a loud mouth. I mean,
Okay. Let's go back on these two incidents. As far as the first incident goes, with Mr. Collida, you were kind of drunk, not acting probably the way you should have been. A fight happened, correct?
yes.
But you never used a weapon against Mr. Collida. Okay? Y'all fought, but you didn't grab a chair or anything like that, did you? Okay. Regarding the incident with Mr. Jacob, y'all were fighting and he grabbed a big stick, log, wood, pole, something like that,
Yes.
and was swinging it at you.
Yes.
Okay? And you pulled out your knife, or your knife came out, and you grabbed your knife and used your knife.
The we was discussing for a minute.
Okay. And you're trying to get him to stop hitting you with the pole.
Not really hit me. He didn't hit me with the pole.
Trying to hit you with the pole.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really hit me. They swung it, and then we started fighting. I football tagged him before we started like rolling around.
Okay.
So he never got a chance to actually hit me.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying he hit you with it, but he was trying to hit you with it. That was his goal.
He attempted to, but
Right.
I never really gave him a chance to.
Anything else you want to tell us right now, or is that pretty much everything that happened out there?
That's it.
That's it.
Did your lawyer advise you that voluntary intoxication is not a defense to crimes?
I understand.
Let me advise you then that underneath the status of the law in the state of Texas, whenever somebody on their own becomes intoxicated, it is not a defense for any criminal action that occurs after that.
But all of us were drinking. Every last one of us.
That's my whole point, sir. None of that matters.
I didn't know that, sir.
So that's the answer to my question, is your lawyer did not advise you that voluntary intoxication is not a defense to the offense. All right, so let's talk about self-defense. Is that what you're claiming to this jury, that your actions were justified?
Yes, sir.
You were justified in beating Mr. Collada, because that's what you admit to.
Yes, sir.
You're justified in stabbing Mr. Jacobs. All right, so let's take them. We're going to come back to that because I want to put that in perspective for the jury. Well, number one, you didn't suffer any injuries, did you? So when we get back to them, we're looking at these injuries that the other men suffered. You did not suffer anything in either one of these two occasions.
Just a little scar on the eye, a little bit of scars on the hands.
So if they wanted to, they could look at the body cam or they could look at the dash cam and they're going to be able to see those injuries that you just indicated. Sir, my question is, if you had those injuries, this jury here can take this evidence that you watched too, the dash cam and the body cam, where it's real up close of you, and they're going to be able to see those injuries you just talked about.
I hope so.
Let's talk about your credibility. You were 19 years old on November 5th of 2009, correct? You were charged with the offense of forgery, and you went on probation for that, meaning you pled guilty to a jury. You admitted that that's what you did. You received probation on October 4th of 2010. You received what's called a deferred probation for 5 years. While you were on that probation, it was alleged that you committed assaultive offenses.
Yes.
Specifically, you were alleged to have committed the offense of aggravated assault of a family member with a deadly weapon on August 14th of 2012.
Yes, sir.
You were also accused of assault family violence on October 9th of 2013.
It was a no squabble.
He asked you a question. It calls for yes or no, sir.
You pled true to that offense,
Yes, sir.
and that victim's name was Krista Davis.
I didn't plead true to that, sir. I plead not guilty. I was convicted of it, sir.
Are we talking about cause number 09080110?
I don't even know what it means, sir.
Is this your name?
Yes.
Is this the charge that you were placed on probation for the offense of forgery?
Yes, forgery. Yes.
You remember appearing before this judge on October 15th, 2013, where you entered a plea of truth
I did
to
not,
the offense?
I did not plead to the truth.
All right, so where the judge initialed right here, that's Judge Stevens' initials, and he wrote the word true. You did not plead
Not
true.
guilty. I was convicted of it, sir.
All right, so kind of like today, but on a lesser sense, you're saying that you said it wasn't true, but the judge found it true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you ultimately receive a 2-year state jail sentence for that?
Yes.
After getting out, you were charged again with another offense on February 22nd, 2015. Correct?
Yes.
That offense was for assaulting a public servant, wasn't it?
Sure.
You were accused by indictment for having assaulted an officer by the name of Johnny Whitley.
Who?
Whiteley, excuse me.
I don't even know.
That was in Williamson County. Do you remember that offense?
I was in jail. Yes. I was in prison.
Right, so that was a prison guard, not an officer?
Yes. That was a prison guard who makes me for no reason. And I hate it for him. Yes.
Is it true, sir, that on February 24th, 2016, that you pled guilty to the lesser included offense of attempted assault of that public servant and received 229 days state jail time?
Sir?
Is it true that on February 24th of 2016 that you pled guilty to the lesser included offense of attempted assault of a public servant? That same officer you were talking about that maced you when he shouldn't have?
I'm not sure what I needed, but I know.
Were you in Williamson County
Yeah, I was in prison. I was in prison.
for the offense that we talked about that was a forgery, right?
Yes.
And they gave you an additional 229 days state jail time, did they not?
No, I was in jail. They didn't give me no 225 days. I don't know if I'm in state jail again.
So you don't remember that?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I still it's county jail, but I ended up giving me time served.
Okay. So time served is what your memory was.
Yes, sir. I never found it that day.
You remember getting accused of assaulting that officer?
I'm saying I was falsely accused. He made for no reason.
Do you remember getting originally indicted with the offense?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Then we're going to go chronologically to the next event, sir. That's going to be, apparently when you get out from there, August 22nd, 2015. Weren't you charged with the offense of assault family violence with priors?
Yes, who?
Brianna Castillo.
My mom, really,
So that's your mother?
that's my mother.
Were you accused of having assaulted your mom?
Why would I accuse her?
Answer
No.
yes or no, sir. It's not a debate.
I don't know, Your Honor.
Is your date of birth 4/10/90?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what I believe is that indictment, sir. Have you seen that document before?
I don't even remember that document, I'm being honest. I didn't know it. What did I read wrong?
Do you remember receiving probation where you were given a chance to receive a sentence of 5 years, but it was probated for 5 years? Do you remember that?
I think so, yes.
Do you remember that occurring in the court next door? You had an attorney by the name of Frank Jones,
Yes.
and that happened on or about November 16th of 2015?
Not sure about the incident, but
About 3 months after the accusation, you took a probation for 5 years.
okay, yes.
Does that sound right?
No, sir. I mean, I don't remember because
You don't remember going on probation?
I remember being on probation, but what things happened after I got on probation?
We're going to get there. We're just backtracking. We're going to start with, do you remember getting probation for 5 years in November 2015? Do you remember that was revoked in 2018? And that you actually received a 5-year sentence?
Yes.
That was again because of a motion to revoke your probation, right?
Yes.
Because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do, correct?
I was actually working.
But you don't recall that it was because of assaulting your mom, whose name was Brianna Castillo.
No. Why would I assault my mom?
Sir, I don't know why you do anything, and this is not for you to ask me those questions, it's for me to ask you questions. This time, Your Honor, I would tender a certified copy of that judgment and sentence in State's Exhibit 24.
No objection, Your Honor.
It is admitted.
So what just happened there, sir, these are all certified documents. These are all kept by the court. Meaning nobody's gone in there, changed, added, or deleted. Nobody's picking on you. These are just what's in the court's record. That last document that you and I have been talking about is this one. This is the indictment. Not Dan. If I read it right, it's the input. It's not Dan, it's Tiger.
Yeah, let him do himself.
And I'm going to show everybody I can do the things. This wrong one? Okay. Well, I was going to get it more. This is why in trial I let him do. All right, I'm putting up here while that's operating. This is the indictment. Just like you're here in front of this jury, you're here on 2 different indictments. Indictments are what charges you with the offense. It gives you notice of what you're accused of. So back whenever you were in court in 2015, your indictment alleged.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
I can't do anything to the light. Can you turn it back on for 1 second, please, Stas?
Yeah.
You got it. Yes, I can tell.
All right, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So this alleges, Mr. Jones, it's got your date of birth, April 10th of 1990. It says that on or about August 12th of 2015, here in Jefferson County, that you intentionally and knowingly recklessly caused bodily injury to a person by the name of Brianna Castillo, a member of your household. And the whole reason why it's a felony is because of that other family violence charge that we talked about that this says occurred on November 1st of 2013.
Sir, I don't even stay in my home.
So the indictment tells you what you're accused of.
I understand what you're saying.
This paperwork says that you entered a plea, that you signed some paperwork, that you told the court that you understood all those charges, and you took a 5-year probation that was probated for 5 years. Now, we've established, sir, that you remember getting the 5-year probation.
I remember getting the 5 years probation and accepting the 5 years probation, but I don't remember doing the offense.
So today, as you're sitting there, you're saying, hey, I didn't do that. I pled guilty to it, but I didn't do it. That's what I'm hearing. Am I hearing anything incorrectly, sir?
You're hearing that 100% correct. Most of the time, I take some time, take some probation to get up out of court. To be real with you, so I can do the probation to get up out of the way. As far as doing the crime, no. Why would I hit my mom?
So you would say, you're just told this jury that you would take time for something you didn't do just to get out of jail?
Nah. Okay, let's say, for instance, the judge offered me a time served. We gotta take time served. Hey, that's gonna go on paper.
Hold on. We're going to instruct the jury. You can turn around, because what you're saying is not the law.
Yes, sir.
A judge is disallowed by law and Supreme Court and Court of Criminal Appeals decisions from entering into the negotiating process. That's for the executive branch of government and the defense attorneys to deal with. Lawyers are not allowed to be part of the negotiating process. I police it for fairness at the end, ladies and gentlemen. But that last statement that you said is, let's say, for instance, the judge offered me time served. I would never do that. No judge would be allowed to. That's unethical. We don't make deals. They make the deals. I police the deals, and I police trials. I am over all trials and motions to revoke probation. So the court does not enter into plea agreements or plea deals directly with the defendants. That's not my business, not the judicial branch. It's for the executive branch and the defense, ladies and gentlemen. Then that's the law. All right. You can rephrase your answer if you wish. But the court would have never offered you a deal. I'm not allowed to do that. That's inappropriate. Those are for the lawyers with the state and for your defense attorney to. Now, I would police it for fairness, whether to accept it or deny it. And if it was denied, it would then go to the jury trial.
This moment there, Bill, someone I should be quiet. Now, at this time, a tender to defense counsel states exhibits 25 and 26, which are certified copies of the other items that I was going over the defendant with. This prior.
No objection.
They are admitted.
Just so you understand, Mr. Jones, those questions I was asking about your forgery and all those things that happened with motion revoke and all that, that's in states 25. And in states 26 are the documents reflective of what happened while you were in custody with the officer, the public servant language. I think earlier I'd said police officer. It's actually a correctional officer. All right. So what that tells me, and I want to see if you agree with that or not, that basically since you were 19, you've been in and out of trouble. You've got multiple charges here that all amount to assaulted type offenses. It includes the correctional officer, some girlfriend, your mom. All that is in your past.
Yeah, I have a bad temper. I didn't put my hands on Christmas on my mom.
Just like you didn't assault these guys here?
I never said I didn't assault them. I put them on privilege.
All right, so
Thanks.
but I'm just being real honest with you. The whole reason why I put all that in front of is because if that's your history, and here you are trying to convince this jury that what you did in State's Exhibit 5, where you assaulted this man, that was justified. That's what you suggested to them. You're arguing self-defense. You're saying you were warranted in attacking him and causing him these injuries.
I mean, you gotta look at it. You wasn't there. I was. I mean, I was living on the streets. So that's day to day. I have to deal with that. I have to deal with people coming at me, trying to rob me, trying to beat me up. And if I don't defend myself, then I can get killed. So
This man is Dominic Coletta. He is 63 years old. At the time, hang on. At the time in which you said you assaulted this man because he was the aggressor,
yes,
you were 32. You beat up a man twice your age. And you want them to say that that's justified.
I only hit him a couple of times. I didn't beat him up back. I only got him off of me.
You heard the man testify that because of what you did, he has a broken hip. He can barely get around.
That's a lie.
He's lying.
Yes.
He's lying when he said he suffered these injuries.
So
he's lying when he said he suffered this.
He said he had a broken hip in 3 places.
So he's lying.
So how can you walk with a broken hip in 3 places? But you walk to your room upstairs.
How much medical care did you receive after these folks assaulted you?
That's not the question.
No,
That is my question.
I understand.
That is the question. Answer his question.
I received
Thank you.
Right. He did.
I understand that. But how did I break his hip?
So your argument is that you didn't break his hip.
No, my argument was he assaulted me first.
So you did or did not hit him with this chair?
I didn't hit him with nothing, to be real with you, with my hands.
Then 7 minutes later, you heard it. I know you were paying attention whenever I was there. 7 minutes later, you're in custody after he calls.
7 minutes later.
7 minutes later, after this man calls on 911, you're in custody. 7 minutes later. And within that 7 minutes, you want this jury to believe that this man in State's Exhibit number 11 assaulted you with some big ass pole.
The same guy that I've been chilling with the whole day. Come on, I mean, Anthony was chilling. He came ran up on me. Yes, I do.
So you cut him here, you cut him here, you stabbed him.
I stabbed him in the neck, stabbed him in the leg, and I started beating him up. As far as stabbing him and cutting him, no. Whenever he fell in the bushes, he must have busted his head. I didn't hit him in the back of the head with a knife.
Here's State's Exhibit 11.
That's why I said,
Hang on. Just because I'm asking a question doesn't give you the right to keep talking. States 11 through 15. You just said that you stabbed him in the leg. What picture shows that? There's not one.
I stabbed him in the hip, like right here.
Don't you think we'd have a picture of that?
If
you stabbed him in the leg, don't you think we'd have a picture of that?
I figured you would.
Right.
Maybe you don't have a, but see, you don't have a picture because that's what happened.
Right. So,
And I stabbed him in the neck. As far as the rest of this, I mean, we was fighting.
so State's 11, you stabbed him in the, right underneath the eye. You remember his testimony where he said, hang on. I'm going to give you a chance to answer, but let me finish. His words to this jury was, in order to keep from losing his eye, he had to grab that knife that you were stabbing him with, resulting in these injuries. Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
I disagree with him grabbing the knife.
But you agree that you stabbed him underneath the eye?
No, I do not.
Do you agree that you stabbed him across the nose?
No, I do not.
Do you agree that you cut his hand?
Maybe I might have cut his hands.
Do you agree that you stabbed him in the neck behind it, right below his ear?
Yes.
Do you agree that you stabbed him in the back of the head?
I admit we was fighting. He probably hit his head on the rocks or something.
Remember when I gave the close-up of those staples in the back of his head? How about that one?
I admit that he hit his head or something, but I didn't stab him in the back of his neck.
So tell me,
His head in his neck, yes.
tell me one more time, why are you justified in doing this to somebody?
Well, self-defense.
No. Tell me why. Don't use the words. Tell me what he did to justify this.
He punched me in the face.
He punched you.
Yes. He ran up on me. Me and Anthony was talking, and I was telling Anthony about the situation that had just happened. He ran up on me talking about, man, he stopped talking to Anthony like that. You all in that. I told him, man, you all in that business. Stay out my business, man. He hit me.
So he hit you.
Yes.
And that justifies this.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
I admit that I lost my temper because I was already heated. I admit I lost my temper, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I lost my temper.
Just like all the other assaultive offenses that I've detailed here in your priors.
No, sir.
You lost your temper then too, didn't you?
No, sir. I
No.
lost my temper there.
What about?
I had been going through life struggles. I had just got robbed and all type of stuff, and I was going through life struggles. My anger and aggression got the best of me, and I truly apologize. But he was the aggressor. I know what you're gonna say about the knife.
What am I going to say?
That I did stab him. I'm telling you, I stabbed him.
No, that's not what I was going to ask. State's Exhibit 21. Is that your knife?
No, that's actually his knife, but it's my knife too. He gave
Well,
me the knife.
I'm going to need, yes, okay. So the guy that you stabbed, he gave it to you?
Yes.
Did
Like,
he do that? Hang on.
Well, listen, when we were walking to go into the hospitality house, because we was chilling together for a little bit, I really don't know the man. He gave me the knife. I put the knife in my pocket. We really didn't have a problem until he started drinking and started climbing, started going out. I never had a problem with the man at all. One fight, I truly apologize about losing myself. But I've been going through so much, man. I lost myself.
Let me ask you this, and then I'm probably going to stop at that stage, sir. Does the oath that you took before you testified, does it mean something to you?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what it means.
It means a lot. It means that I'm bound to tell the truth. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm going to use that by way of example. I'm going to go back to State's Exhibit 24. I'm going to tell you, because I know how pleas are done in court. Before this takes place, before you can appear before a judge, in this scenario, it was Judge West, you have to swear in. You have to take an oath, just like you took before the jury. Do you remember doing that?
Not exactly, sir.
I'm going to tell you that you did, because there's no way that you could appear before a judge without taking an oath.
Yeah, you said, well, no, really don't raise my hands. No.
Well, just by way of example, sir, when you took that oath, you entered a plea of guilty. Here it is. Big bold. Magic words out of your mouth was guilty. You were pled guilty. Back to that thing that you and I were going back and forth on. To this indictment. Right here. Where you assaulted your mom.
I did not assault my mother.
Thank you, sir. You just proved my point. You took the same oath before you entered that plea there. The same oath you just took before this jury to tell the truth. You lied under oath according to your testimony when you took that, when you had that whole conversation about, oh, I'll take a deal if it'll get me out of jail.
Yes,
That means an oath doesn't mean anything to you.
that's a lie.
But you want them to believe everything you've had to say today.
I understand your point, sir.
That's what it's.
Anything else, sir?
Nothing going on.
Fine. Take your seat, sir.